What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video we're going to talk about Bancor network, guys. I'm going to explain a couple of features and ideas and concepts you guys should understand with Bancor network. But first off, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys do three things: like, subscribe, bell button, leave a comment in that description below saying you subscribed. You'll automatically get thrown into that drawing to earn $100 in free BTC. Guys, you really got to check out Bancor. Yes, it is on Ethereum, but dude, they got some lucrative liquidity mining going on. Highly recommend you guys check it out. It's really not complex stuff, and they have impermanent loss protection. Guys, I am a huge proponent against impermanent loss, but let's go and explain what they're looking to do and how they're changing the game. So first off, guys, you need to have some Ethereum, and you need to have Bancor network tokens and whatever token you want to have on the other side to provide liquidity. But it is not required. So you can do single-sided staking. Yeah, you heard me. You can basically just provide single-sided staking. In order to get the impermanent loss protection, you do need to be in these pools for over 100 days. So that's something to keep in mind as well, guys. But we're going to show you guys how these deposits will work. So for example, you have Wrap BTC, you have Ethereum BNT, you have Link BNT. These are all incentivized liquidity pools. So if you guys want to deposit in any of these, you select them and you deposit. We're going to do the Link one, for example, just to show you guys how it goes, and you will just add the tokens that you want. So we aren't going to add Link. We are going to add BNT. That's just what I'm going to add. And you guys can see I have just enough BNT. Well, there's plenty. That's the amount of space that's available. If you guys need to understand what the space available is, you can click here. It explains all the details. But if there's no space, you cannot deposit. So what happens is they pair all of these LP tokens in these different pools that, hang on, let me go to the front. So what happens is if you're depositing BNT, they automatically pair your token with an Ethereum token or Wrap BTC, depending on what you're depositing into the pool. However, when the caps are filled, like you can't add any more BNT, that's because there is more BNT in that pool than there is Link. So you have to wait till someone else deposits, or you just choose another pool simply. And they're able to provide impermanent loss because they pair all of their different token pairs with BNT. How does this get rid of impermanent loss? Well, in this scenario, if you hold it in a certain amount of time or a long enough time, you can read into the white paper to understand how they provide the impermanent loss. Able to do that with the rewards and the fees that offset it. So that's why they have you throw it in for a certain amount of time, because these pools will automatically rebalance and as other people are putting in tokens, etc. But a couple things you guys need to be aware of with this is the fees, the volume, the 24-hour fees, and the APR. This fee is the swap fee that not the customer, but the user will pay when they're swapping between tokens. This is the recent 24-hour volumes, and this is how they get the APR. This changes from day to day. It's 24 hours fees annualized divided by the liquidity pool. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're depositing tokens into this pool, you're going to be earning into the tokens that you earn. So say, for example, I deposit BNT, I'm only going to get BNT tokens, and I will get some of the swap fees. So if you guys see on the liquidity mining rewards, it explains it right here. How it works. Each selected pool receives a fixed emission of minted BNT tokens, which are shared by the pool's LP. Pools are initially voted into the program for a minimum of 12 weeks, hence why you guys see all of these tickers, and the DAO may extend the rewards on the pool every 30 days. LPs can restake the rewards single-sided to the same or separate pool, and it kind of explains and show you guys how it does it, and these are the terms that you guys need to know. So I'll show it to you guys later in the video as well, but this is the initial stake. This is the total amount that you initially stake, and then this is the protected value. So the position will not receive the protected value until after 100 days. As you guys can see right here, this is protectable and this is claimable. So protected and this is claimable. As you guys can see, there's a complete difference. So 4,700 and 5,000. That's big time difference. The claimable value is available to withdraw now if impermanent loss occurred and if it's less than 100 days old. So if you're doing single-sided liquidity, this is how it works. To support single-sided liquidity, non-BNT deposits, aka ETH, Engine, Link, etc., the protocol invests BNT on the other side to match the deposits. The protocol invested BNT generally stays in the pool, earning fees until the associated stake is withdrawn. So whenever it's withdrawn, the BNT is burned and invested. So when that side is withdrawn, the protocol then burns the BNT as well as the accumulated fees. So you earn the fees that are accumulated for the side that you deposit. So if you deposit BNT, you earn BNT. If you deposit Engine, you'll earn Engine rewards. Withdrawals before the 100-day maturity are only eligible for partial compensation, like we explained. And these are the liquidity mining rewards. Let's go ahead and stake and show you guys how it works now that you guys understand a little bit of the protocol. And yes, guys, the gas fees are super high on this, so please be well aware of what you're getting into before you just send tokens any and everywhere. So we're going to do the BNT. I'm going to just do single-sided liquidity, and I'm going to deposit into the link side just to see what happens. First off, we need to go to Transaction Street to see what's going on. Right now, it looks like we can probably get it in around 11 GUE, but we'll see what happens. I'll probably pop it in at 11 and wait a couple hours. I'll probably just go out and do something and see what happens. So we're going to hit Stake and Protect, and we're going to give unlimited approval. You got to be careful with unlimited approval, because if you give unlimited approval and you have like 1 million tokens in your account, well, theoretically they can take all of those tokens at any given time because you gave them approval of it. So that's a security thing that you want to keep in mind. I'm probably going to do about 17 GUE on the infinite approval just because I want to have this transaction go through quick. So you go to advance, and we're going to do 17, and we're going to hit save, and we're going to waste some money. All right, so that transaction went through. Now I'm going to confirm, stake, and protect, but let me check the gas fees so maybe we can get the cheapest. Yeah, 11 is probably going to be the rate that we're going to go, so we're going to blow some gas. So we're going to hit confirm, and I'm going to do 11 on this joker. Man, guys, these are some crazy, even with gas fees being low. Like, if you guys remember what 100 GUE, that was like average. Dude, that's a lot of ETH. Let's just do 11. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do 11.1. Maybe it'll go quicker. Let me just check the TX Street just to confirm. And guys, when you guys are factoring in gas fees, you have to factor that into the cost, because if you're staking like 10 BNT, I'm going to tell you straight up front, like, don't do it. You're just going to waste all your money. You need to be staking, like, I'm using 1,000. I still think that's just not enough. I just wanted to get this video out there just to show you guys an example of how this works. I'm going to do 11.1 GUE, and I'm going to hit confirm. So now we're waiting on the single-sided liquidity for the stake and protect. We'll see what happens, and we'll just sit and relax. So while we're waiting on that transaction to go through, I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. So first off, when you guys are looking at these different APRs, how do you know which one's which? Like, which should you do? Well, a good pointer would be to look at your fees. So the higher this percentage is, that's typically going to be a higher APR, because whenever someone swaps, they're going to have to pay a higher fee. However, that is not always the case, guys, because if this volume is low, then it doesn't really matter at all, because 1% times $100, or I'm sorry, 1% times $1,000 or 0.1% times $1 million, that 0.1% is going to be a way better option, because you're going to be getting a lot more fees. I know it's a lower percentage, but you're still getting a lot more fees because it's got a better volume. That's something to keep in mind as well. And just because you see a high percentage doesn't mean it's always going to be the same. That just means recently there was a lot of volume with Engine. And also another thing is, guys, more people can add more tokens to these pools. And when they add more tokens to the pools, it's going to bring down the liquidity rewards. So that's something to keep in mind as well. What I like about Bancor is they do have a fiat on-ramp as well. Here are a couple of options. So instead of just using like Coinbase or using Binance or whatever you use, you can use this as a fiat on-ramp using these different protocols to use your credit card. And Dune Analytics is a really cool place to go. You can look at all the different fees, the volume, the token network, and you guys can see basically what's going on. Like, look at this, dude. That was crazy. That one day they were just raking in fees on it. But guys, in my opinion, Bancor network is a really underlooked project. No one really talks about it much, but I love this single-sided staking and permanent loss protection. I mean, once this transaction goes through, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about and how it works. And if you guys ever want to swap, you can actually swap through tokens here. It's really easy to use too. Gas fees aren't crazy, but let me just show you guys how it would look. So say for example, I want to swap ETH to BNT. I'll hit swap, hit confirm, and it shows you guys this is the gas fee. Gas fee isn't in $6. The gas fee is really not bad at all. In fact, it's really competitive compared to Uniswap. It's actually way lower. In my opinion, you can do market orders, limit orders. So I mean, if you want to have a limit order, that's a game changer. And this is a really cheap place to get ETH, guys, because it's 0.1% for the swap. If you guys look, I'll show you guys the fee. This is the price impact. You can also adjust your slippage as well, but the fees are super cheap, man, because you remember it was 0.1%. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But anyways, guys, that's really Bancor Network in a nutshell. Let me go ahead and wait till this transaction goes through so I can explain a couple more things to you. Keep in mind, guys, on these rewards, if you see ETH and BNT, liquidity mining incentives, you do not get the ETH if you deposit BNT. However, if you deposit ETH, you do not get the BNT. So it's one of those things. That's also why I'm depositing BNT, because this is quote unquote somewhat of a way to stake BNT. You'll be earning these rewards. I know you see like the APR and you're like, oh, well, I'll get some bonus Bitcoin just for doing this. No, you don't get the APRs either if you're depositing BNT. BNT only gives you this. If you're depositing Bitcoin, you'll get this as well as the APRs. Well, it looks like our transaction actually went through. We did 11.1. We beat all these other 11 guys while it had a boost. But anyways, guys, I want to take the time to say thank you. I really appreciate your support. We did get sponsored by BlockFi, so links are in the description below as well. You can get up to a $250 BTC bonus, so if you guys want to check that out, you guys can go ahead and check that out. Let's go and go back to Bancor. Let's see our portfolio. And if you guys don't know what BlockFi is basically like a savings account, and they even have a credit card that you can earn BTC cash back. And yes, guys, we got one of those as well. I'll be showing one of those on the video, just showing you guys how it works. But anyways, guys, you guys can see here's our initial stake, here's the protected, and here's the claimable. So right now we can claim it all because we're only doing the BNT side, and our daily APR is 0.73%. So guys, that is some pretty juicy rewards, and it's 1.12 per week. As you guys can see, here's the reward rates. I like how this counts up because it makes me kind of like, wow, this is so cool. But anyways, guys, that's how you guys can understand how that works. Make sure you guys factor in 3 things. First off, is the gas fee worth it? If it's not, you need to buy it. Either A, you need to buy more BNT, or B, don't do it. Not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just telling you guys, do the math. You need to do the math. 2, another thing you guys need to know. When you go to these rewards are not always going to be there. They will go lower, they will go higher, they change based on fluctuations. 3, just because you see this reward here and you see this reward here, that doesn't mean you will get it. And I'll add a 4th one in. When you guys are depositing into these pools, if you deposit both tokens, in order to get the impermanent loss protection, you have to wait 100 days. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys check out some of the links in the description below if you guys want to support the channel. And we're going to go ahead and leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. We're in Proverbs chapter 21 verses 23. No, I'm sorry, 24. The proud and arrogant person, mocker is his name, behaves with insolent fury. Dogs, gotta say thanks to the patrons. Sean Bott, Da Man, Tariq Lou, TL King, JP, PJ, Bernito, Taco Nacho. Dogs, thanks for watching. Alright guys, if you want to catch me on TikTok, I do daily wisdom one-liners and let you guys see the pets and behind the scenes junk. So Here it is. Scan it. Check it out. Bomb. All right, so next off, guys, if you guys want to support the channel and get paid to do it, you guys can check out Celsius. Celsius is fire, dude. So what's so cool about Celsius is, guys, first off, you can get $40 in free BTC using my referral link in the description below. Just deposit $100. Add in the code BTC50. You will also get an additional $50 if you deposit $400, guys. It's free BTC. Next is Voyager, guys. I also got a referral link in the description below. Instead of just only getting $25, you'll get $25 and some free VGX tokens, guys. Next is BlockFi. BlockFi is part of the quadruple threat. Go ahead and make a deposit. Use this referral link in the description below. You get $100. Depending on how much you deposit, you can get all the way up to, guess how much? $250. All right, so what the pants is Celsius and BlockFi for? Well, you can use both of those as like your bank. They get some pretty nice, juicy yields. And Voyager is more so like trading, and it gets some juicy yields as well. And the last one to try is Crypto.com, guys. You can trade some like smaller altcoins, and you guys will get $25 in CRO once you guys get the Visa card. Why do I like the Visa card? Well, you can sell crypto and buy some junk with it, so I can buy a sandwich with my crypto. I don't use BTC, but I'll use like stable coins and junk. So anyways, if you guys want to support the channel, that's the quadruple threat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You'll get paid to do it.